What's going on, guys? Thanks to those joining me live and to those that will be joining me on archive. Here's what I wanted to talk about, all right? Very quick. So first of all, I know that I don't have to watch the guy, and I know that, I don't think Elie Seckbach is all that bad. Don't get me wrong, right? But at the same time, though, I mean, the dude asked some ridiculous, stupid questions. Okay, he'll say some of the dumbest shit imaginable. Like honestly, I can't even believe some of the shit that comes out of his mouth sometimes, right? And I mean, just dumb. Like they're so dumb. These questions. I just he'll just ask the most random shit sometimes. And I can't, like, I have to, like, be like, what, wait, what? Like, but it's like, I gotta listen because the reactions that the fighters or whoever he's interviewing give him are almost priceless, right? I mean, just priceless. Um, this guy will ask questions like about some welterweight fighter, and like he's talking about some welterweight fighter, and he's interviewing some heavyweight dude, and he'll be like, "How would you do against him?" And they always gotta like tell him, "Well, I mean, weight classes, I'm a lot bigger." Um, it's just insane. And then like sometimes they'll thoroughly explain something to him, and then he'll say, like, he'll be, "Oh, so what you mean is this?" And they almost always tell him, "No, that's not what I mean at all." Elie Seckbach, man. Elie Seckbach. Holy shit. I mean, he'll ask the craziest questions, And then he goes into fanboy mode, man. He goes into this fanboy mode when he's interviewing some of these guys, It's freaking crazy. Like he'll say like weird shit. It's just it's. I could go through the whole video listening to them, and they're so dumb. It's like hard to remember what the fuck he was saying. Like, it's weird. Elie Seckbach's a character, man. He's a character. He's successful though. He's got hustle, right? I mean, he's over there in LA, and he'll go to the gyms. He'll ask those questions. He'll get those press credentials, and he'll capture what he's got to capture. He'll ask what he has to ask. And he literally says what's running through his mind. But sometimes what's running through his mind is some weird shit. It's freaking crazy, right? Like I remember he was interviewing, like when he interviews James Toney. I mean, those are the craziest. Like those interviews are just crazy. Like I don't know if like. I think James Toney has reached the point where he likes Elie, it seems, and he likes him around. And, most of the interviews I see is from 2013 and down. I haven't really seen anything new from James Toney. I don't know what he's been up to lately, but Elie Seckbach really egged on James Toney a lot, he did his fair share of egging on James Toney to just asking the most random shit, like, James Toney, well, what do you think would happen if you stepped in the ring with Roy Jones today? Well, I'll beat the shit out of Roy Jones. Like, it's just crazy shit, right? Somebody put something in the chat that I'm not going to read. All right, I'm not gonna do it. Maybe, bro. Maybe. I don't know what he's got. Okay. All right. I have no idea. This dude could be interviewing Mike fucking Tyson. All right. Mike Tyson. And he'll ask him the weirdest shit. Like, You know, Mike Tyson. What type of cereal do you like? What's that? What type of cereal do you like? I don't know, man. Like, you know, and then almost all his like dudes start walking away from Elie. He'll start following them and shit. Like that's the funniest shit. You know, like I said, the dude's got hustle. You know, I'll give him that. He'll just start following these guys. Like they'll try to like put an end to the interview. He just keeps following them. It's freaking crazy. You know. I remember he was like there was this dude right in a gym, and he's like supposedly interviewing this quote unquote MMA trainer, right? That's what he calls him, an MMA trainer. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, right? He's at a boxing gym, and he's just taking everything he says like out of context. Like it's fucking insane, you know? Yeah, this is the guy. He's an MMA trainer. He thinks that Conor's gonna destroy Floyd Mayweather. He'll be like, well, you know, I'm not saying destroy. You know, I just think, you know, he's gonna present some problems for Floyd. I think it's gonna be a tougher fight than people think. You know. So you're saying that Conor's going to destroy him? No, I'm not trying to say that. You know, what I'm trying to say is that I think Conor, you know, he's not getting enough respect, and I think he's going to be more than a 2-round fight. You know, I think he's going to hang in there for a while and you know give Floyd Mayweather a good fight. So you saying that a guy never boxed before could just walk in and beat Floyd Mayweather? No, I mean that's not what I'm trying to say. I mean what I'm trying to say is that you know they try to dumb it down as much for him. You know. No. What I'm trying to say is, you know, it's everybody thinks that Mayweather's going to go in there and just spark him and destroy him in 30 seconds. You know, it's. I think it's going to be a little tougher than that. He's definitely got to favor Floyd, but you know, maybe Conor's going to put up a better fight than people think. That's all I think. But do you really think Conor's going to beat him? Do you want to bet? We got a $50 bet, right? We got a $50 bet. Well, we don't got a bet on the fight, Elie. We got a bet that you said that Conor wouldn't ever hit Floyd in the fight, so we bet on whether or not he hits him. I said he will hit him in the fight. Yeah, but you think Conor's going to destroy him? Like it's just like he just doesn't get it. Like you know he can't grasp. You know, Elie Seckbach doesn't have a good grasp of the nuance. Like he just doesn't. You know, he just doesn't have that grasp. You know, I just saw an interview right now. When probably to do this, he was interviewing Nick Diaz, right? Hey Nick, you know how do you think that fight's gonna go with Conor and Floyd? And Nick Diaz, this is all he said. He said, I don't know if the challenge is so much the boxing, but so much the rules. You know, Conor's not used to a referee constantly, you know, being real strict. You know, telling you can't do this, you can't do that. Hey, break it up. Okay, box. You know, that's gonna throw Conor off. That's all he said, right? And then Elie's like, so basically what you're saying that Conor ain't going to do shit in boxing. And then Nick Diaz like, no, that's not what I said at all. Like what I said was, you know, it's the amount of times that people have to tell, like, no, that's not what I said. And then they have to try and dumb it down for him. It's quite, I'm not going to lie, it's entertaining. All right. It's highly entertaining. All right. And if he's doing it on purpose, props, because the shit's entertaining, right? I mean, it's just no, Elie, that's not what I mean at all, Elie. Like, what? He'll ask the dumbest questions, man. Especially guys that he's around a lot. Okay, like guys that he interviews all the time. Like he knows what triggers them. Like, you know what I mean? Like he'll say something like he'll go up to James Toney, whether it's true or not. He'll just be like, hey, James, a lot of people say that Roy Jones will still beat you today. That motherfucker ain't going to beat shit. Okay, you just touch him and you fucking get knocked out. You know, it's just the funniest shit, man. He'll hang it on. Like, yeah, I agree. Like, shut up, man. All right, it's just the craziest shit ever. All right. And then he'll talk all these shit about guys, man. And then he tries to kiss their ass when he's getting that interview too, right? You know, I've heard stories of Elie getting cussed out, man. Like he never posts those, you know, reporting. He never posts those, but I've heard stories, man. Okay, from the grapevine, of Elie doing that. So It's or getting cussed out in a way. Uh, it's always the same. Have you noticed? It's always like the same trainers. And then he'll call everybody like legendary. Like it's fucking insane, man. Yeah, I'm right here. I'm with a legendary, Andre Berto. Like legendary. Like what? Andre, I think I think a lot of people say you're a future Hall of Famer. What do you think? Like what? Okay. I mean, forget Andre Berto. I mean, I remember this dude used to love. I don't know who remembers Salida, right? A fight out of Israel, and I guess because that's his home country or whatever, And like, I remember he was just going around like telling people like, well, why did Manny Pacquiao fight Salida? Like, this is like right after Manny Pacquiao knocked out Miguel Cotto, all right? He had just finished beating the shit out of Miguel Cotto, just walking around hyping up Salida, okay? Yeah, a lot of people say that, Manny Pacquiao's in his prime, but so Salida. Like, Salida? Like, what? Go sit down, okay? Okay, Yuri Foreman was another guy who was big on, again, for obvious reasons. I mean, just always, Yuri Foreman this and Yuri Foreman that. And, just crazy shit. Like it's like, shut up, brah. Okay, so sit down. Okay, Ali has to sit down sometimes, Hey, like there's always that bald trainer. I don't know who's seen that guy, who's always like trying to be real thorough with Ali and like try to educate him on shit. And Elie Seckbach will always change the subject when it's too technical and too boxing. It'll be like, hey, so a lot of people say that Bernard Hopkins got a good hook. Why did he say that? And he'll start like explaining why Bernard Hopkins has a good hook. And then he'll just like change the subject, like out of nowhere, Like it's insane. Like, do you prefer Haynes or Fruit of the Loom? Like, what? It's like stupid, man. It's he interviewed that same trainer, that bald guy. Like, I remember when he trained, like he was interviewing him just recently about the MMA glove and the boxing glove, right? And he had Ali like touch the glove, and then, and he was trying to make the point, like, hey, this, I think I can hit just as hard, with a boxing glove, and he's trying to explain why, and because if you punch this, if you use the MMA glove, you could break your hand, and does Elie Seckbach do investigative reporting? Does he ask, some interesting questions? No. Okay, instead he just starts fanboying, like, oh yeah, so the boxing glove, it has less padding. The boxing glove, huh? Yeah. Can you hit? Can you, hit the bag right now? Can you hit the punching bag? Like, it's like weird. Like, it's weird behavior. Like, it's just weird, right? And then like he'll like when he does the pictures, like, I don't know who's seen it when he does the pictures. It's hilarious. Because nobody's listening to him, right? Like, I remember, like, I forgot. I think it was like, I forgot, man. I think it was the Diaz brothers or somebody who was taking pictures. There was a lot of like photographers around, and they were saying things. Okay, stop. All right. Well, one more. But then Ali was yelling one more too, but nobody was listening to him. I was just like Ali, please, bro. Okay, go sit down somewhere, right? It's fucking insane. All right, it's fucking insane. Elie Seckbach. I'm trying to remember, man. It's some of this stuff is coming to me. I mean, I remember he asked Chuck Liddell how Manny Pacquiao would do in a fight against him, and Chuck Liddell was like, yeah, like, well, Manny, he's a small guy, like, it's just, it's like crazy, like that he has to be told that, it's doesn't he understand this? It's crazy. He wants to mess up Burden. No, he didn't. Did he mess up the Coopers? Really? Oh, man. He's arguably the most successful fanboy ever. I mean, given how long he's managed to carry on, I remember when he got in that little beef with Freddie Roach, man, he got in a beef with Freddie Roach, and he was high on the Garcia train. He'll just say some of the most bizarre things, and like the logical conclusions that he thinks he ends up with is insane. I mean, it's fucking crazy, right? Once in a while though, he accidentally, gets gyms, right? Like, trainers and fighters will tell him some very, valuable information, but you got to listen to the video because the titles are never, he's looking for the clickbait. He's not, that's what he's looking for. I like it when he'll title videos quoting the fighter, and you listen to the whole damn thing, and that fighter never said that. Like it's like he said that, but the fighter didn't say that. It's fucking crazy, or the trainer, whoever. Ball trainer called Jason. Oh, there you go. He makes a lot of crazy mistakes on guys like Sugar Ray Leonard and Hagler. Burton Harry Cooper. Yeah. That's insane, man. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard. I'm trying to think of guys that he hasn't interviewed yet that I think would end up really bad. I know he tried to interview Conor McGregor, and Conor told him off, man. And other cameras caught it. Like, that's why everybody found out about it. I forgot what Conor told him, man. He calls him some sleazy fucking, like, it's like I'm not the biggest Conor fan, but that was awesome. Like, he just fucking told him off. That was insane. Yeah. Because he was talking shit about Conor or something, apparently. I don't know. I never saw that, but but then he's trying to get an interview. It's fucking crazy. I'm looking. If I try to interview Conor and Conor some of my videos, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, I say what I say. What? What's he gonna do? Whoop my ass? All right, then I'll get the fucking lawsuit. It's all good, right? I ain't worried about it. He ain't gonna whoop a reporter's ass, man. Like these fighters are not gonna whoop a reporter's ass. They're not gonna do it. So I don't know what these fucking reporters are scared of, right? If there's one positive thing I could say about Elie Seckbach is that he'll go for that story. His intentions are good. He's just not all there in boxing IQ. And it's a lot more tabloid. He has a tabloid boxing channel. That's basically what it is. And he's a gossip boxing channel. That's at the end of the day, that's really what it is. And it's worked for him. I mean, the dude has over 400,000 followers. I mean, he used to cover NBA, but now it's mostly boxing. And he's garnered a big following, man. And even when he's annoying the shit out of dudes, his persistence. I mean, just following guys. I mean, I remember I just saw a video too of him asking Nate Diaz question after question after question about Conor McGregor, until Nate Diaz just told him, "All right, man, I'm tired of talking about this motherfucker." And finally, after he started to walk away, Ali said, "Well, what about you? What about you? Who do you want to fight?" It's insane. Yeah, he's been around for years, man. He doesn't have interest to learn. I still remember he was interviewing like a whole this gossip. Like I even forgot what it was, with his trainer that was actually, he was taping the hands of the fighter, right? And then the trainer literally said, "Hey, Ali, you wanna film some of the sparring?" And then Elie Seckbach looked at the camera, and this is Elie Seckbach reporting. Like, he ended the thing. Like, you would think somebody that covers boxing would love to have some sparring in the channel. I don't know, that's me. Like if I went to a boxing gym and there was top contenders and champions there, right? And they told me, "Hey, DStyle, here's a camera. You want to go ahead and record some of the sparring?" Yeah, I do it. Like, are you kidding me? Of course I will. Like that was a cue to end the video. Like, oh, we're gonna start doing sparring. That sucks. All right, we're not talking no more. We're not doing gossip. All right, cameras off. Elie Seckbach reporting. Like, Elie's like, he's got some insight in the gym. Like, this dude, he has the ability to record sparring sessions, and it is insane. It's one of the craziest things ever. It's insane. And then I mean, he calls everybody a fucking legend. Okay, like, Paulie Malignaggi, you're a living legend. Like what? Like, Paulie Malignaggi is a living legend? Like, are you kidding me? This shit's insane. Like, what? Like, and he'll call dudes that are like 2-0, like boxing stars. Like, I'm talking to Manuel Gonzalez. You're a boxing star. How does it feel? I don't think I'm a boxing star. I'm just working my way up, Al. I'm just working my way up. Yeah, but you're a big star. Everybody's talking about how you're gonna do a lot of great things. Like, that's not true. No, nobody's talking about Manuel Gonzalez 2-0. Okay, like, get the fuck out of here. Maybe he's a star in that fucking gym. I don't fucking know. Right? And he'll even label it boxing star on the fucking video. It's like, what? I mean, it's the craziest thing. All right. And then he'll throw out the craziest questions, man. Like, it's just, especially, like, I just noticed when a trainer or fighter is telling him some very valuable information, he'll like change the subject to ask like a retarded question. It's insane to me. Like, a fighter could be at the brink of giving an amazing response to something, and he'll just say the most random shit. It's humidity or dry. What type of heat do you prefer? Like, what? I mean, it's stupid, man. Calling every other boxer a star. Every boxer's a star. Every boxer that's at one point or another box on TV is a living legend. Okay, every single one of them, according to Elie Seckbach. I mean, it's crazy. It honestly is. All right. Everybody's an MMA star. Everybody's a living legend. Okay, everybody's every trainer he's ever interviewed is an unbelievable trainer. I mean, it's crazy, but what are you gonna do? Except Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach isn't any good because he's got problems with Freddie Roach. He's got beef with Freddie Roach, or Freddie Roach isn't any good. It's crazy. But that's how Elie Seckbach works. I remember. Another one is Brandon Rios. Like, I can't tell you how many interviews I've seen where Brandon Rios goes, "Nah, Elie, that's not what I said, Elie." Like, it's the craziest shit ever. Or like, they'll flat out, like in the Garcia gym, they'll tell him, like, "Hey, Elie, well, why don't you film me hit the speed back over here? Like, or why don't you film me like hit the punching bag? Yeah, we're about to do some sparring. Why don't you film that?" Like, no, he starts fucking talking about other shit, and like they start, dudes will be sparring in the ring, and he'll be fucking pointing the camera at like some dude, talking about, dumb shit. Like, it's crazy, right? It's insane. I'm doing an interview right now with a guy that was just convinced that Conor McGregor's gonna knock out Mayweather. Now, I wasn't convinced he was to knock out Mayweather. Man, at first I just thought it was gonna be a one-sided beatdown. But now, after talking to my man over here, I feel like maybe it's gonna be a little, maybe not competitive, but Conor's gonna hang in there a little longer than I originally thought. Yeah, but he really changed your mind. Now you think Conor's gonna beat him up. Like, no, but that's not quiet, Elie. I mean, basically, it's just stupid. It's dumb. Okay, he doesn't understand, or I don't know. Well, what is it with this guy? Like, well, why doesn't he get shit? Right? Well, why doesn't Elie Seckbach get like the point? Like, well, why does he always misunderstand what people are trying to tell him? Like, why? I just don't get it. I don't get it. And why does he always conduct the same interview with James Toney over and over and over again? Why? Like, it's the same fucking interview. It's always James Toney talking about, hey, James Toney, a lot of people don't think you stand a shot against Klitschko. Well, what do you got to say about that? I'm going to knock those motherfuckers out. Like every other video, he's asking James Toney what he thinks of this guy and that guy, and James Toney starts saying he's going to knock him out, or they got no chins, or they got no skills, or he'll ask like dumb questions like to trainers or to just random people. Hey, well, why is Mayweather great? Oh, he's great because he's a very good defensive fighter. And he's made a lot of money too, huh? He's made a lot of money. Yeah, he's made a lot of money. He's been very successful. Can't take anything away from him. But what makes him great, though? Well, he's great defensive fighter, one of the best ever. The best to ever do it. Yeah, but what makes him great? Like, they just fucking told you, Elie. Like, holy fucking shit. Like, what? All right, let's read some of these comments. Go back here. Some dudes saying hi to each other. Stewart says, Blood, bless up, bro. Just looking forward to this Broner fight. Crawford. Man in Water. I unsubscribed a long time ago. He's fucking annoying. His questions are terrible, says Man in Water. Mr. Boxing Today at Blood. I remember the Cooper mix-up. I think he was doing an interview with Don Turner. Mr. Universal Sports. I saw Elie at the Brandon Rios last weigh-in. He was wearing a Real shirt. That's insane. Who buys Brandon Rios attire? Like, who does that? I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna order myself a Brandon Rios T-shirt. Like who does that? Well, I guess we know Elie does that, but what are you gonna do? Probably give it to him. But yeah, I don't know. Can you guys even It's one of those weird. I can't even think of any of these fucking questions anymore. I'm just trying to I remember the Salido thing. He was high on Salido was a boxing star. Everybody's a living legend. Setback is like the Skip Bayless knowledge of boxing. I honestly think Skip Bayless, believe it or not, probably knows more about boxing than Elie Seckbach. Oh, I remember Elie Seckbach compared who did he compare to Ali? He compared somebody to Ali. I'm trying to remember who he compared to Ali, right? Or people will say things, take it so out of context. It's not even funny, somebody could be explained to him anything, oh yeah, he could set up the jab. He has a, he sets up the jab very similar to the way, Thomas Hearns will set up that jab, and not as good. But he kind of sets it up the same way, and then he'll title the video, "This fighter," or whatever fighter, has the same jab, Thomas Hearns had. You know what I mean? It's fucking insane. Does he even know what Thomas Hearns is, though? I don't know. That's an insult to Skip Bayless, probably. Boxing superstar Victor Ortiz. Put Beast Texas mode 20, whatever. Everybody's a boxing star. Tito Ortiz is a living legend, actually. Right? Tito Ortiz, you're a legend in boxing. What do you have to say to all the up-and-coming fighters? Like Tito Ortiz is the last person to be giving any advice to up-and-coming boxers. Okay, get that motherfucker out of there. Right? Are you kidding me? Okay. I mean, everybody says you're a quitter, but you didn't quit in all your fights. Yeah, man. Everybody. They just want to. Everybody just wants to hate on me. I'm Victor Ortiz. Everybody says, I quit, but they don't get in the ring. I don't see them in the ring. People that don't get in the ring, yeah, you're right. They don't get in the ring. They don't get in the ring. You get in the ring. I'm in the ring. You're a boxing legend. You're a boxing legend. Like, shut up, Elie. Like, get the fuck out of here. How does he get press credentials? Ask Mr. Universal Sports. He gets press credentials because he gets a lot of publicity, man. He gets a lot of publicity for these fights. Right? He'll the videos he does and stuff, they get thousands of views, tens of thousands of views, sometimes over 100,000 views. That's why. Okay. It's not for his boxing knowledge. Like, it's not for his boxing expertise. It's not that. But that's why he gets press credentials. Again, and I know this comes off like, oh, you're hating. Like, again, the guy, he's got hustle. He'll follow dudes that look clearly annoyed with his question. He'll follow them, and he keeps asking questions. Right? I mean, he's real persistent. Right? He'll ask follow-up questions. They're dumb follow-up questions, but hey, he tries. Yes, he's a little too much of a fanboy, but who isn't nowadays in the fucking boxing media, right? Yes, he doesn't. It's kind of embarrassing how long he's been covering boxing, how little boxing he knows. It's very embarrassing. But nonetheless, that's not how he made his channel big. He made his channel big by being a gossip, tabloid-like boxing channel. That's to make you click on some of his shit. It's like watching a car wreck. Some of his interviews. I mean, watching, like, especially like the people that don't have no idea who Elie Seckbach is, right? Like, no clue. And then the first time he interviews them, and they try their best to be polite and correct him. And like I say, like when he has Chuck Liddell, a dude that's over 205 pounds, how Manny Pacquiao would do in a fight against him. I mean, Chuck Liddell wanted, like, he had like a okay look on his face. And he's like, oh, I love Manny, but he's, he put his hand like on his waist, like he's a little dude. Like, there's weight classes. It's insane. Like, he's a freaking lunatic. He used to kiss Kobe's ass. He probably did. Them Gabe Rosado interview questions he asked has me dead. Well, what did he ask Gabe Rosado? I don't think I ever saw that interview. I probably have, but I can't remember that interview. I'm still trying to remember who did he compare to Muhammad Ali? I remember he compared somebody to Muhammad Ali. Right? I'm trying to remember here. Like, you'd rather watch paint dry? You know what? It's in a weird way. I find his videos entertaining. Like, it's because he'll ask like these questions that. Let me put it this way. Like, it's kind of like if he was your friend and you were standing next to him and he was asking those questions. Yeah, you would like walk away and be like, I don't know this guy. All right, I don't know who the fuck he is. Like, but watching it from a video, there's something weirdly appealing about him. I don't know. I gotta admit, like, they're so bad that they just gotta see it. He asked Turner about Tupac. That guy did not know what he was saying. He'll ask some of the craziest shit, man. Elie Seckbach's a trip. He's one of the biggest. The dude's a trip, man. It's Elie Seckbach reporting. He's got that thing going, right? He's got that. A lot of the fighters will do it for him too now. But He'll just ask weird questions, man. Like it's just funny. Like when he gets on their nerves, you know, it's very very funny. Elie Seckbach, Elie Seckbach. Like I still remember the because you know Ali does go to a lot of the big fights. So he'll go to New York. He went to China, you know, for one of Pacquiao's fights. He'll go to like just different places. You know, he's around. You know, I'm pretty sure he makes a lot of AdSense money, and um, you know his videos. You know, they make him money. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know. I don't know if he's doing amazing, but I think he's doing. You know what? I think he's well off. You know, I think he's well off. Holyfield versus Tyson. Um, Blood put Holyfield versus Tyson. Well, did he ask about that fight? Like for them to fight now or something? You know, I'm trying to remember some of Ali's shit, man. I remember like his whole like who remembers like that whole when Rios was gonna fight Pacquiao, right? And he was there for the whole thing. Like he was recording Freddie Roach arguing with Garcia, and Freddie Roach did some very questionable things. He called the dude a fucking Mexican, and then he called Elie Seckbach a fucking Jew. Um, and Ali took that so personal for years, man. He carried that shit, I mean, for years because of that. Ever since that, you know, all of a sudden, Freddie Roach is a terrible trainer. Everybody trained was a terrible trainer. Um, it was just any chance he got, you know, Freddie Roach is overrated. You know, I remember when Freddie Roach won Trainer of the Year. Ali never had a problem with Freddie Roach winning Trainer of the Year until Freddie Roach said that to him. You know, and he did a whole spew, man. Just interview after interview. Can you believe that Freddie Roach won Trainer of the Year? You know, and even dudes that will tell him, well, you know, Freddie Roach he's a good trainer. No, he's not. He's not a good trainer. I mean, Manny Pacquiao lost. How is he a good trainer? Like, it's I know, man. He's got vendettas, man. He's got vendettas. Man, and what I remember during the May Pac era, he'd go around asking everyone about it, like 100 videos about it every day, over and over, especially when it was signed. What's the next bandwagon? Elie Seckbach is jumping in. Is asked. Yes, during the Manny Pacquiao Mayweather thing, he would go around. I mean, he would throw that in at any time. Like after a dude was finished with the fight, you know, instead of like asking him, hey, what you think about your performance? It was like, so who do you got, Manny Pacquiao or you know, Floyd Mayweather? Like what? You know, it's insane. Yeah, it was definitely overkill. Most definitely overkill. I know he favored Floyd, especially after that encounter with after anything after Freddie Roach calling him a fucking Jew. Elie Seckbach always had beef, you know. But before that, I don't remember. Like, was he pro Pacquiao or was he pro Mayweather? I don't remember who he favored because usually Ali will have someone he obviously favors. Like it's very obvious. You know, there's no, you know, like when he says Elie Seckbach reporting, he's not really reporting shit. Okay, he's editorializing. Blah. There you go. Let's see. Slewer put, he said Gabe was beating the shit out of GGG and would beat GGG if not for the stoppage. He thinks Rios and Gabe beats everyone. Did he say that? Or was it something like, you know, hey, Gabe, I mean, you were winning that fight against GGG. I mean, everybody I talked to says you were beating Gennady Golovkin until they stopped the fight. What do you got to say about that? Well, I'm Gabe Rosado. I think I did better, you know, than people think. You know, I think I did all right. You know, but GGG, you know, all the credit in the world. You know, he won the fight. You know, I got problems with his gloves and stuff, but other than that, you know, and I like another crack, you know, but right now I'm concentrating on my next fight, you know. But you were winning that fight though. You know, I think you were winning that fight. You know, it was pretty clear that you were outboxing him. You know, I talked to your trainer. He said you're a good boxer. Like it's just like, there you go, something like that. Elie Seckbach reporting. Elie is pro Broner. Yeah, that's right. Nobody remembers who he was favoring. He had gotten kicked out of the Wildcard gym, but I don't remember the reason why. Well, I mean, I don't know if this is why, but I do know a lot of reporters and writers and people in general will get kicked out of the. They would get asked to leave the Wildcard gym during specific sparring sessions, right? Because a lot of people like to keep the sparrings private. Now, I don't know what they were worried about. It's not like Elie Seckbach's and record fucking sparring, right? You know, it's not like he's gonna, you know, do that anyway. But yeah, I've actually myself I've interviewed people that have fought in the Wildcard gym, and they'll shut down the gym for star fighters, and they ask people to leave. Is that the reason he got kicked out? I don't know. It is definitely possible that Elie Seckbach had said things about Freddie Roach, and now he was in the gym, and maybe they asked him to leave. It's possible that maybe he said something that rubbed people the wrong way. I don't know what the reason he got kicked out, but if he took it personal, then that's his problem. He got kicked out of the Wildcard gym for recording Rios and Margarito making fun of Roach. Oh, I remember that. I forgotten about that. Holy shit, I forgot about that. You know, that's, or I just hadn't, like, it didn't come to mind. Like, I remember, like, Rios did to Donald Trump. Like, you know, like, it's, you know, Donald Trump got caught, like, making fun of a disabled reporter, and then he said that, oh, no, that I wasn't imitating, you know, he even did the hand, the way the guy's hand is, like, disabled. You know, that's what Rios did. Like, Rios imitating, like, the Parkinson, you know, Freddie Roach. That's right. That's true. He did. I forgot about that. That is insane. Wow. That's probably why. I'm pretty sure that's why he got kicked out then. And then Brandon Rios tried to pass it off like that's not what he was doing. Like, of course, that's what you were doing. Are you kidding me? He also used to have beef with Cotto because Cotto was rude to him. You know, was Cotto rude to him, or is that just the way Cotto is? You know, like maybe he asked Cotto a dumb question, and Cotto just said, "I don't know." Hey, Cotto, you're a boxing legend. What do you have to say about that? I don't know. I don't know. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Hey, Miguel Cotto, you have a lot of haters out there. Like that's another thing Ali does, right? He asks people about the haters. Like I fucking hate that shit. Hey, what do you have to say to all the haters out there that didn't believe in you? Like it's like shut up, Ali. Okay, you're the last person to be talking about hating. Okay, that dude hates so much. It's not even it's funny. Okay, get the fuck out of here. All right. That was during the Margarita Pacquiao fight. Yeah, man. Like I remember that shit. You know, and ever since then, Freddie took that very, very personal. That's the reason Freddie Roach over exaggerated when there was. First of all, I have no idea how Top Rank arranged for them to have the same fucking gym. That was fucking stupid, right? But Manny hadn't even arrived yet, and they asked him for like 10 more minutes for Rios to finish. The what was that, an elliptical machine or whatever the fuck he was on. You know, it was fucking crazy, but. Pacquiao tried to convert Ali to Christianity. Is that true? Or Slewer, Elie used to be on Pac's dick heavy, really wearing Pac t-shirts until he got called a dumb Jew by Freddie. He always said Pac would beat Floyd. All right, so he was always favoring Pacquiao. I would imagine so. Like, he just strikes me as someone that would have gone for Pacquiao. You know, and I'm not saying people that thought Pacquiao was going to win the whole time were stupid. That's not what I'm saying. But he just strikes me as someone that would pick Pacquiao. You know, he just does. So Alie's a C- level boxing reporter. Reporting. A-level ass kisser says one Sieber Slim? Sieber G Slim? I don't know. Yeah, man. Elie Seckbach. I forgot about that Freddie Rhodes thing, you know? That's insane. Like, that's... I don't know how many guys have seen it where Conor McGregor, like, tells him something, like... I forgot what the fuck he called it, like a slime bag, or I don't know what the fuck he said. Like, fuck you, you. He's just like... Elie just stayed quiet, too. Like, what do you say to that? You know, I mean, you burn too many bridges, man. Shit ain't gonna work out for you. You know, it just isn't gonna work out. Elie is like, he just hangs around in the gym and he waits for somebody to say something interesting. He'll pop open the camera, and it's like they're the most bizarre conversations that to be recording. You know, I was just talking here to like Joe Schmo, like some nobody. About the importance of hand wrapping because, a lot of guys, they don't know how to throw proper punches, that's why they break their hands. Yeah, like, the reason you got to, wrap your hands, good is because, and while they're in the middle of explaining all that, he'll like change the subject. It's insane. So how do you think Conor should do against Floyd? Like, what? Well, that was it. He used to do that shit with Pacquiao Mayweather all the time. Like, he'll just shoot that in there. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right. A lot of boxers are root to those reporters. Yeah, a lot of boxers are, you know. I mean, look, let's say you're a boxer, right? You wake up early in the morning, you go do your road work, 8 miles, all right? Go to the gym, you're fucking training hard, and, you're hitting mitts, doing shadow boxing, you're hitting the heavy bag, you do your, strength and conditioning, you're doing all these things, right? I mean, you're having to eat you have a fucking strict diet. You can't eat the foods you really want to eat. So it's of course somebody could be cranky. And could you just imagine like having a long day like that? Like, oh yeah, that was a good workout. I'm ready to go home. Hey, you're a boxing legend. Like, can you just imagine having to do it like that? I just ask you like retarded questions. Like, let's say you're a middleweight, right? You're a fucking middleweight, and he starts asking you questions like, how do you think you would do in the ring with Orlando Salido? Like, what? This is not even near that weight class. Stupid question. It's just a dumb, stupid question, right? And then like random people in the gym, like these nobodies, will say these crazy, outlandish things. Like I remember there was a guy, this trainer that was calling Linares the number one pound for pound boxer in all of boxing, right? This is when Linares was undefeated, right? And I was big on him, but he was still coming up. Like he was nowhere near the number one pound for pound. Are you kidding me? And he just titled it Linares, a real number one pound for pound, says expert trainer. Like I saw the video and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, nobody knows who he is. Like, what? Shit's stupid. Yeah, reporting. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a night here. Thanks for everybody that joined me. Just thought I'd talk about Elie. do me a favor, go watch an Elie Seckbach video and do it, like play a game. Get yourself a bottle of vodka or a bottle of tequila. Get a shot glass, right? It's got to be at least 10 minutes. Watch a 10-minute Elie Seckbach video, right? You got to take a shot every time Elie Seckbach asks a stupid question. If it's a stupid question, you got to take a shot, right? If you're not drunk at the end of that video, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm a YouTube superstar. You know what? I don't know why. Like if he were to interview me, you knew I had a YouTube channel. Hey, DStyle, you're a YouTube, sensation. Like what? Like okay, I'm a sensation. All right, everybody's a sensation. Everybody's a superstar. Everyone who's been on HBO or Showtime or PBC is a living legend. All right, I mean it's insane, man. It's what are you gonna do? All right. So this is DStyleBoxing reporting.